Hey everybody, AZ Badfish here. Welcome back to PrimeCraft Season 2. And it has been many days since I've played any Minecraft. Almost half a week actually. I have been away on a business trip. So I just got back and I am pretty excited to get going again. But I haven't had time to really talk to any other primers about any other plans or big things to go on for out here. So I want to just kind of do something little today, and I've got a cool idea. See, I know it's not part of the official lore for the area, but if you're a wizard like me, or if you just know anything about magic in general, you probably know about a thing called ley lines. Now, these are streams of energy, basically, that wrap around the entire planet, and it is what magic users can tap into to perform their abilities, basically. And there are some places on the planet where many ley lines can intersect, and this island, of course, is one of them. And there's actually so many intersecting ley lines at this island that it's kind of caused some issues. You can see there's all these divots and big holes in the area, and what I think is going on, you know, obviously there's some of them that are caves. But if you take a look at stuff like these, obviously are kind of caves, but this one would be a good entrance for them, so these other holes wouldn't necessarily need to remain open. And another weird cut. Sorry about that. The garbage truck drove by right as I was talking. So you've also got these big holes like this that drop down into the cave systems below. And this one actually doesn't look like it really goes anywhere, but doesn't matter because this wouldn't be the kind of entrance you would use for the cave either. So I could cover this up. Basically what I'm getting at is I want to find spots in the ground, like big crevices or little divots, stuff like that, where I can possibly add some magic crystals popping out of the ground, because there's so much energy pouring through this area that it's just kind of congealed and coalesced into these crystals. And I think this is a pretty good example of a spot where I could do something. So if we run down here, just to verify, this cave doesn't go anywhere, right? This is just a thing. It's just a little space in the ground, so it's not a big deal. Plus, I don't really think we care about the caves out here. I think most of us are pretty much over caving for the most part. So yeah, I've got this box of supplies, and this is all I've got. I have not been back to the base. Actually, I can make more glass, but as far as quartz and sea lanterns go, this is all I've got out here. So I think I can at least make a few of these crystals and make them look pretty cool. So if I grab some stuff here, sure, we'll just grab a little bit of everything. I kind of want to. I'm not necessarily going to make these all look the same, right? But I want to establish, I guess, a set of rules for myself. So, like, I want the base of the crystal structure, where it's touching the ground, essentially, to kind of be made out of quartz. So that when I start putting in the glass pieces, you can't see the cave behind it. And that is not what I wanted. Well, yep, extra dirt. Always handy, because I'm going to need them. Alright, dirt there. And then quartz there. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. This is coming. Alright. Yeah, have another one there. Sure. Here. Liking it. Now, it's not necessarily going to be like this huge structure poking out of the ground, right? It's just going to be kind of like capping off this space. It's basically just energy that's kind of becoming a crystal. I guess this would be, we could call this like the early stages of the crystalline structures that are forming. And so I'm not, yeah, we'll see what we come up with. I don't know. Okay, maybe I can use some, yeah, because I'm going to be running out of these blocks really quickly, I think. So I'm going to have to use them sparingly. Do I want to add another? I mean, I could change one of these blocks for a stair. Yeah, that looks kind of cool. Maybe like, ooh, man, I don't even have haste out here. What's going on? I could also use some slabs in the ground. That would be advisable to save on some blocks here. Can also make it multiple levels. I wouldn't be able to go down one without obviously surrounding it, but I can at least do it like this. All right. So yeah, that's looking pretty cool. And then then we start throwing in. Actually, if I'm gonna use a sea lantern, I can break some of this quartz out also. All right. So where do I want the sea lanterns to go? I'm thinking in the walls, or do I want them poking out a little bit, maybe? I think that they should be not inset. I think that they should be sticking out. So that means I can actually remove this, and this, and this, and then put a sea lantern right here. Like that. Okay? And then maybe add another one here. Okay. We don't need to go crazy with the sea lanterns, but this is cool. All right, so now now I've got purple and cyan glass, and I've got the full blocks, and I've also got the panes, and I suspect that I'll probably be actually using the panes more than the full blocks. So I'll go ahead and grab some of each, and I should have, yeah, I've got a whole nother stack of those in here. Cool. All right. So I think we can just kind of go nuts with the glass panes, maybe. Because that's one thing that I have a lot of. I don't know if I should have them connected like that, though. Can I make a cool little... Actually, that does kind of look neat. I could just have a few like that, maybe. Oh, I can't... Oh, yeah, that's not a slab. That's a slab. Here... Okay, maybe not go so crazy with these things. I don't like the way this connects, because that then becomes a full pane. I think that should be a rule. No full panes, only corners or connect. Like this is okay because it's like a connector, but no full panes like that. So that means I either need to get rid of this one or this one. I think this one. I didn't even like that as a half pane, I don't think. Hey, give me that back. I really wish I could have the electromagnet from Fullcraft in vanilla. That would be pretty sweet. All right. I think that might be not too much glass, but maybe too much cyan in one place. And I don't actually know that I like that. It just looks like a mess. All right, so this is something different. I started with full blocks on the bottom, and then I just kind of came up and over, and I kind of had this idea that the panes are like new blocks kind of forming, but they start just kind of putting out a thin layer, and then they like wrap around on themselves, and eventually, well, they grow up and in, and eventually we'll have like this big crystalline structure. But again, this is still the early stages, and I'm not sure that I love this. It looks it's still a bit, there's still something about it. I mean, I do like it. I'm not sure that it's great. I almost feel like maybe I need to add even more quartz maybe around this side here. Would help. Yeah, I am definitely going through more quartz than I thought I was going to. But the bigger I make this, the better I like it. Because when it's small, because of Minecraft and we're working with effectively a really small resolution, it's when you build something small, it's hard to do any detail at all, which we talk about that a lot. Sorry, but another weird cut, man. That's 2 in 1 episode. someone came to the door. So as I was saying, Minecraft, we're dealing with really small resolutions, so you can't really do a lot of detail. So obviously, the bigger you make something, the better you can make it look. That's not necessarily to say bigger is always better. It's just it can help sometimes if you're trying to make something. It doesn't look quite right. Maybe make it a little bigger, but I mean, this serves the purpose that I want, and it's actually nighttime now, so it's cool because you can see that it's glowing. It could be like another little glowing light source, of course, around the islands as well. I don't know. I kind of like it. I think it's growing on me, kind of like it's growing in the ground. All right, let's leave this one, and let's see if I can grab an actual axe to pick up some of this stuff. And yeah, of course, inventory's full. All right, so like I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted by a full inventory, let's go find another one, and oh look, it's right here. I wanted to try another one here. Maybe not so much sticking out, but maybe like obviously coming out of this area. Like it wouldn't be as obvious as this one is, say, flying around, because it'll be a little bit more inset as it's still working its way out of the ground. So if I just come in here, and I think maybe start down here, like at this level. So kind of like that. Put one here, like this, come back there like that, out here, maybe right there, and we'll remove this, and this, and this, and this, and then come out like that, and then, well, then I can, I think maybe, I need it, all right. Carefully. Got it. All right. Do I have any junk blocks? Sweet. Let's get back up. Ender Pearl. Got this. I got this. I remember how to play Minecraft. Okay. Here and there maybe. And then, actually, where did my junk blocks go? So I can put one there and actually put one there. And then I can put a quartz here, and a quartz here, and a quartz there. And then where are my slabs? Slabbies. I'll put a slab. Oh, that's not a slab. Slab. Slab there. And slab here. Cool. All right. So now I can just kind of start. Not there. That's no good. I need it here. And then get some stairs on this. Come on, inventory. maybe I should slow down a bit. Put a block. I don't need a block there. I can put a slab. Maybe have a stair kind of like that, so you can actually just see a little bit through there. I mean, nobody's gonna come down here. All right, maybe here. Okay. So this is a good start. Actually, I want this end to be much higher. Man, give me that shovel. So how about I put a stair like that? Maybe another stair like that. Maybe. Nope, don't want that one. Block there, and maybe this one right there. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so I figured I'd bring you guys back in to kind of show you, since I built that one mostly off camera. Once I've got, you know, the basic quartz-like shape that we built on the last, like we built together on the last one, I kind of stick these in, and as I mentioned, they're not supposed to be inset. These aren't technically inset because I can at least see part of them, so that's kind of cool. Although I do think I'm going to break my rule and stick an inset one here, because this one is slightly tilted on an axis, kind of like that, and I want it to be a vertical or a diagonal one. So okay, and then I'm gonna take these full blocks, and I'm going to just kind of stick a few in. I don't really have a specific pattern or anything like that. Just making it up as I go along, and then, as I mentioned, we'll go and we'll kind of bring these glass panes out a little bit and start wrapping them around. However, this one's going to be a little difficult because, again, the other rule is no full panes. So unless I want to swap maybe this one out for a full block, I think a full pane is okay if it's at least crossed in a T. So that's good. This one has to go. I bet I could actually just remove that because I want to kind of go like this and then grab my cyan one and wrap it around this way and like that. Yeah. So then I'll come off of this guy here like that and basically just keep doing this type of thing where I am crafting these little wrapped around sections. And then see, this one, it's gonna, because I can't do anything horizontally, so it's not necessarily gonna look tilted as I wanted it to now that I think about it. But this one could be a little different, I suppose. And then just come up the top with a few of these, because this is how it starts with the new one. But again, man, building these kind of underground maybe isn't the best. Well, I can remove that. It's fine. Nobody will know. So yeah, just something like that. This one I think is a little bit better because it's bigger. This one's a little more underground, but it's more subtle this way. This is a little bit more in your face, and you know, it's not the coolest looking thing ever. It's not. It looks kind of junky, but that's kind of on purpose, right? It's supposed to be. So I think what I'm gonna do now is just kind of fly around the island and find other places like that I can make these little riffs of the crystallized magic sticking out of the ground. And I don't need to do them everywhere. Probably mostly just sticking around the outskirts of the island. But yeah, see, like that looks like it's actually going into an actual cave. We'll find another good spot. Let's see. We'll hop up here. I know there's some good ones. Because I had this idea while I was flying around looking at stuff, going, man, there's all kinds of little cracks and stuff in the ground. Wouldn't it be cool if there was something growing out of it? Like here's one. Here's one. See, like, this is just a weird, like, I don't understand what this is all about. But if we add some kind of crystal growing out of the ground here, sure, why not? That one might be a little large. This one, I mean, we could build a big one, but the problem is, again, running out of resources here. Well, I wanted to show you guys from the sky at nighttime, but of course it started raining right before I hit record. But the sun's coming up, so yeah. Let's just fly around real quick, and we can see there's not many of these things, right? I'm actually basically out of quartz at this point. But as we're flying around, you know, you kind of get a glimpse, and you're like, oh man, what is that thing? Oh, there's some weird crystals growing out of the ground. The other one is over here, and there's actually two more over here. So there's one. Let's get another look at it. Just this is actually the first time I'm looking at it from the sky, also. So I really want to make sure that it doesn't look super weird. That one looks good. Want to get a good look at this one. I guess I can't really get a good look at that one from the sky because of the mushrooms, which is fine. But yeah, I'm thinking these are looking okay. You know what I need to do though with some of these? This mushroom might need to get removed, but yeah, I don't know about that. Maybe we can come up with some way to corrupt this mushroom with the magic, eh? Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. All right, yeah, I definitely see a few places. Yeah, see, I've got 3 blocks of quartz left and 1 slab and no stairs. So I've got to be really sparing with how I use this stuff. maybe I can actually just remove that completely. Throw a slab there. And I've got 1 block, 2 blocks left. Okay, cool. And then, okay, I'll put them right. Whoa. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. Okay. So that one looks good. This one actually might be one of my favorites. I think this one looks really good. All right, so yeah, out of quartz now, which means that I can't really do these anymore. You know, I thought while I was actually checking back over the footage that I've got for this episode so far, I was like, you know, I could probably do with white concrete, but I don't think I want to do that. I like the way that the quartz looks. I think the white concrete is just a bit too bright. Plus, I mean, I've got the slabs and stairs, and you know, I could mix. Obviously, I could mix, you know, the white concrete blocks with the quartz slabs and stairs and stuff, and maybe save on some. Maybe going forward, I'll do that just because quartz is one of those things that's it's hard to get in mass quantities. I mean, you have to just go out mining in the nether, and it takes a ton. It takes so much of it. You know, because with fortune, you'll get maybe 2, maybe 3 pieces if you're lucky of nether quartz from one piece of quartz ore, and that of course is not enough to even make 1 block because it takes 4 pieces of quartz ore to make a block, and then to make stairs it takes, you know, whatever, 6 blocks or something like that, 7. So yeah, it's quite an ordeal to get a lot of quartz. So I'll probably go get some quartz and then get some white concrete. But I think that's probably all the time I've got for this episode, you guys. So if you liked it, leave it a like. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think of our magic crystals popping out of the ground. And if you've got any ideas on how we can maybe corrupt some of the mushrooms that are growing nearby, some of them, let me know that down in the comments as well. If you guys are enjoying the content, please hit that subscribe button, maybe share it with your friends that also like Minecraft videos. It does help out my channel. Check out the other primers, their links are down in my description below, and as always, you guys, until next time, I'll see you later. Bye bye.